Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about a little bit of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City news because it looks like some Bravolebrities are reacting to the news of Jen Shah pleading guilty yesterday. So one in particular, I'm very surprised about, but we're going to break into it. Before we jump in though, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget that tonight, Jason and Josh are doing Anchor Watch, a takeover. Don't call it a comeback, call it a takeover right here on my channel at 11 p.m. Eastern. So with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that yesterday everybody was talking about it. It was going wild that technically, we're all sitting there and we're wondering every single week what's going to be the latest news, whether it's celebrity or Bravo news. And we heard yesterday that Jen Shah pled guilty to one of the counts, and now she has to go and be sentenced. That's how this works, right? So I believe her sentencing is on November 7th. She pled guilty to the charge, and now Bravolebrities are reacting. I did want to add too, somebody was messaging me this morning and they're like, Adam, you're on Good Morning America. And they were featuring the Jen Shah interview. And I was like, what does this mean? They're like, it means you're on Good Morning America. And I was like, oh, okay. Good Morning America. Hi, guys. Thanks for shouting out the channel. All right. Although the majority of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast has maintained silence in regard to an unexpected development, Mary Cosby, who left the cast after season 2, released and quickly deleted a statement on her Instagram story, and so did Shahs of Sunset, Nima Van. They both spoke out. Mary said, "Thou shalt not steal, ... Shah scamming, #prayers answered, #God's favorite, #guilty." The Bravo fan page also shared a screenshot of Nima's response in which he labeled Jen as an effing scumbag predator. They should lock her up for 20 years. This is what Nima said. Now, while Jen is not looking at 20 years, from what we've heard, she is looking at anywhere from 11 and a half to 14 years for her guilty plea, which from what we gathered, she acknowledged in a statement saying that what she was doing, she knows that it was wrong. And now, again, November 7th is when we will get the sentencing. Jen Shah's plea agreement with the government stipulates a sentence guideline range, which Judge Stein doesn't have to follow, of 135 to 168 months in prison. That's 11.25 to 14 years and a $9.5 million restitution. And that was a tweet shared by Courthouse News reporter Josh Russell. Although Mary has been far from supportive of Jen throughout her legal ordeal, Meredith Marks struck up a bond with Jen amid filming season 3. And on Sunday, just hours before her castmate entered a guilty plea, Meredith took to her Instagram to speak of her innocence. She said, "For those of you who may not know this, I live in the United States of America. In the US, one has a right to a trial and is presumed innocent until proven guilty." Also on Monday, a sentencing date of, again, November 7th was set. So originally they were trying to go for November 28th. I believe that the judge was trying to put it for some time in October, but Jen's attorneys have another trial coming up that they've been working on for somewhere between 4 to 5 years. So they were able to get the sentencing pushed back. Now, I've had so many people reach out and ask me a few things about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City right now. Yes, I've heard that they're filming. We saw cameras following around Meredith, Heather, and Jen in New York City. If I had to guess and I had predictions, which no, I have not talked to Jen or any of the cast about this, it could go one of two ways because people know Jen filmed for season 3. Everyone's wondering, will she be filming for season 4? My guess is, 1, they would give her a hefty paycheck. And if she has to pay off the restitution and, they've already put the cameras down for season 3, my guess is that they're probably kicking off season 4 already with trying to get pickup shots of Jen, but then she would have the rest of July, August, September, and October to film. That would be about 4 months of filming. Sometimes the Housewives do anywhere from 3 to 6 months. I just don't know if Jen would want to put herself in the situation of filming or if she's going to want to be around her kids and her family for the most part and not have anything to do with it. I mean, I do have I do have questions when it comes to that, but that's totally up to Jen, and I'm sure she'll make that decision. But as of right now, when people are messaging me asking, Adam, are they filming the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? It's not like I'm leaking anything because those photos are already out there of Heather, Meredith, and Jen in New York City. Do I know whether or not this is going to end off season 3 or kick off season 4? I do not have that information, but I do know that Heather Gay and Whitney Rose are going on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 3, and they will be going to Thailand. So since they're going to Thailand, they'll film for about a week to a week and a half. I believe it's like 8 to 11 days, and they'll be filming in Thailand, and that kicks off at the end of July. So I'm guessing July 21st, somewhere around that, and that'll kind of bleed into a little bit of August, the beginning of August. So what they might do right now is catch up with Jen, get all of these shots that they can of her in New York City, and then take a break from filming, maybe do some shots with her and Meredith or her and Lisa Barlow, who knows, while Whitney and Heather are filming. And then when Whitney and Heather come back, I feel like they're going to kick off season 4 and start getting all of the women as much as possible if they can pull that off. I think that they'll probably offer Jen a hefty amount and want to do a special with her, but I'm not quite sure. Again, I'm not Bravo, I'm not Jen, and I don't know who would agree to this, but it comes with a paycheck. And if, she has a $9 million restitution, I could see like money talks, and it might keep her mind off of things. I don't know. I like how, everyone keeps also messaging me, asking me about this whole plea, guilty plea, and asking, Adam, did you know this? I wouldn't have known this. I wouldn't have been told or privy to this information if Meredith Marks put out a statement on her social media the day before. What makes you guys think that I would know? And then also, and I'm not trying to sit here and defend myself on anything, when I went for my interview with Jen, the whole purpose of the interview was to get a backstory. It was not a courtroom interview. That was all meant for the trial. So if you guys thought in any capacity that Jen was going to say what she said yesterday in her statement to the judge, if she was going to put that information out in an interview a month or so before her trial, there's no way that that would have happened. I know that it was featured on Good Morning America. I had a few people send it to me and they're like, I hope you're proud of yourself. I wasn't going to get a guilty or non-guilty verdict from Jen in that interview. The interview was solely based to kind of get a background story. And that's what I feel like we did. So at the end of the day, the interview's out there. And now we're going to see what happens in November. So guys, with that, I'm so curious what you have to say about this. Go ahead with your unfiltered opinions. And also, we did our members only live last night called Let's Whine About It. Hopefully you guys caught it. If you didn't, you could go back and catch it. We're going to be doing one on the 2nd and 4th week of every month. So that's just one new segment that we're going to be doing for members only. And if you don't catch that, I believe that Jason and I are trying to do at least 2 to 4 members only lives, but they're not really Bravo affiliated. Like last night, we just got to air our grievances about what we're going through in the world right now, personal times, life that's happening, what Jason and I have coming up, what we're planning on doing. And if you guys are invested and you want to be a part of that conversation in the future, we want to take callers and we want to make that more of an intimate conversation. So we would love to have you guys. Also, what do you think about Mary Cosby's tweet? Go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you tonight at 11 p.m. for Anchor Watch. Bye, guys.